mess in here again now, even worse than it was before. Back to another video. Today we're going to be continuing with the workshop tidy. I'm actually going to sort the shelves behind you. We're going to see if we can actually make them look a lot neater, move them onto the actual workbench like we said in the previous video, tidy them up a little bit and hopefully make it look a lot nicer and cleaner in here. So these are the actual shelves that I want to actually move. So I'm going to empty all these out, get them as clean as possible, and I want to actually move them onto that workbench area there with that plastic the shelf unit there, this plastic thing here. I'm going to move that, get that out of the way because it was only a temporary little thing. It's just made from like little plastic pipes and joiners, so I'm going to actually get rid of that. Probably put that in the metal shed. Actually I could probably still store stuff on there, modify it a little bit so I can store some parts and things on it, but for in here I don't think it looks neat and tidy enough. Beauty of it is the other shelf, the red one, is slightly thinner as well, it's not as deep, so that should fit into the alcove more and give me a little bit more space on the workbench. So first thing I'm going to do now is actually clear all the shelves off, make some room, clear this corner, make all that nice and neat and clean and tidy, have a good sweep round, get rid of some spiders and start moving things across. So I've actually emptied that shelf down to the bottom shelf because I've measured this gap here. See how much room I've got there now. I've got to sweep all the cobwebs and stuff out of there. It needs a lick of paint on that wall as well. I'll probably do that. I've got 80 centimetres up to about the eaves. Looks like I'm getting a bit of a water leak in there as well, so that's something that's going to have to be paid attention to. Basically this building needs knocking down and rebuilding really, but it costs an absolute fortune to that. But that's something I'll be doing probably when I do the roof with the rest of it, because I'll probably go and do it section by section. I'm going to do the main section, which is the biggest leak first, then work my way around, and then I'm going to panel. I've decided I am going to panel all the walls in, try and insulate them as much as possible. Anyway, I digress. So what I'll do, this bench is modular, or I should say this shelf's modular, because you can actually use part of it as a bench. So I think I'm going to take this one off here, this shelf off here, because there's the joiner just there. Let me see that. Put that down there and use that as a small shelf unit here. And then I'm going to move this bit over there. And that's the plan next anyway. It's just a case of knocking this apart because it's all loose. Just a modular unit. And then I'll it'd be nice to have my actual red toolbox over there as well, so I get access to that as well. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'll start that, and then I'll just use this bit here as little storage shelves. So I've basically just split the shelf in half, and I'm going to try and streamline all the stuff that was on this shelf here and get rid of most of that. I can go in the metal shed next door into storage. Okay, so we'll get on with that next. So that looks a lot nicer in that corner there. Yeah, like I said, I've got to fix that bit of roof there. Didn't think it was actually leaking from there, but that's, like I say, something that's got to be sorted. So that'll be done on the next thing. And this one here is going to be used for storage at the bottom, and a little bit of a bench at the top there for bits and pieces on top. So I am going to paint this wall before I actually panel it all in as well, just to neaten it all up underneath, and then I'll put the batons up and put some nice plywood up or something, or some chipboard, just to insulate it a little bit more in here. But that's going to be after the floor's done and the roof's done, so it's all going to be a long old process, but we'll get there. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Looks a lot cleaner in that area now when it's all painted. I think that'll look quite nice. Maybe get a few more banners on the wall as well. When the roof's all fixed as well, I'll be able to get my banners and things back up on the roof like I had before. The HIN one still up there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to raise this shelf up just a little bit because it's hitting on the door handle at the back of the actual shelf there. So if I raise it up a little bit, and give me a bit more room under here for my toolbox, and then it should be able to go back another 20 mil or so. So I'll give my toolbox a bit of a wipe over. This is just my electrical and soldering toolbox. Just keep all my electrical bits and tapes and things like that in there. So I'll do a lot of soldering on this bench here, so this is going to be ideal. I have got my guitar pick dispenser there, so that I think I'm going to move over to the other workbench, so I don't do any guitaring over here anymore. So I can go over there, clean that off, re-stick that on in a sec. Get it off with a little bit of WD-40, I think. Just need to tidy up this toolbox. Like I said, I'm going to streamline absolutely everything in here, try and make it as neat and as efficient as possible, so there's no waste of time looking for odds and ends, tools, etc. Got a WD-40 fetches all sticky stuff off. Not ideal when you've got your paint guns at the back there. Don't get anywhere near those, but and that roller around as well. For all my electrical bits and tape and stuff. Right, a little bit in there. And that can go like that. That should, yeah, lock those then. Something like that. And that hopefully will fit. I'll have to put a block underneath there because I've got. It's not going to be level, so that's going to annoy me. Am I also going to open that? Yeah, it's opening up. Hoping I'll get the drawers open. Yeah, I've got to tidy out in there. So I'll put a block under there in a minute just to level that up. I've got a piece of this timber somewhere. There's a hole here, there's a void here. So I had to just put a piece of wood just to stop any bits and pieces falling down there. But I'll probably try and get another piece of this timber and do one piece, fit it into there. I think that'd be a best idea. Make it look a lot neater. Okay. So it's fine when you've only got a few bits, but then I've got all that stuff to sort now and put away. Okay, so a little bit of progress has been made. As you can see, I've moved all those parts crates onto that shelf there. I think I'm going to put this unit into the storage shed and just keep all my parts in there, waterproof that shed and put all the bits in there. And then, like I said in the previous video, I can put my compressor in a soundproof box down there, just a small one for airbrushing. But this side I'm really happy with. That came out quite nice. Nice and clean. A lot nicer, a lot tidier. A few little bits on top. Little model shed my wife Julie made on her channel. I don't know if you've seen that. And in this box here is my airbrush. In that detailed description box, some gasket and P-clips in there. All my car fixings in there, Nissan fixings. You know, Stanley Fatmax drill and driver, paint guns down there, and the toolbox. In here are my other paint guns. Need to clean that case up really, give it a bit of a polish. But yeah, I'm really happy with that's come out. I also found my Seeker engineering manual, engine manual, for when I actually do the rebuild on the Celica eventually. That should be quite handy, nice reading. I've been looking for this for a while, it was on the shelf right in front of me. So there you go. Nice bit of bedtime reading now, so something else I can look at. Yeah, so I'm really happy with it's come out. Just got a little bit more to do. Like I say, I've got a panel, this back wall here, get all that all nice, get some nice panel wood on it, paint it all white. But first things first is going to be the ceiling. Oh, I also put one of the lights up there. They're not actually bright enough to replace the other ones, so I put one up there so I've got a nice light area above the workbench. That makes a hell of a difference. And then I think I'm going to replace the broken light fit in here with this one, and then I'll put the LED one there, so give me a lot more light of this area then when I'm doing my music and wiring, etc. But I've still got some bits to sort out. Got that box there full of car parts and bits and pieces, and the sandpapers and things like that. But these sandpapers and the other car parts I'm going to put in this cabinet here, along with some other tools. But this cabinet is emptying out. All the parts you put into plastic crates for putting in the storage shed next door. So that's probably going to be in the next week or so. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is move that wire, move that light over. So I think I'll do that probably in the next video. So I'm still not happy with that shelf unit there, still not neat enough. I'd like that to be empty really, and just have a little compressing, a little box just behind the punch bag. I've also got some vinyl there as well, so I need to put that in the little cabinet. So I'm getting a new vinyl plotter soon, so I'll be doing some more graphics and stickers and things in the next couple of weeks, next month or so. So that needs to be sorted. So yeah, I think it's getting there slowly but surely. For a case of what, 2 hours today, I think I've made a bit more progress. So if you like this video, like, comment and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And I'll see you on the next one.